Yeah, really enjoyed my time spent with Hireline. This was something that was a little bit of I don't, a Hail Mary for lack of a better word. We didn't necessarily know what we were getting into. It sounded really cool. Peter did a great job kind of explaining what it was, but until you try it, who knows what, I've worked with plenty of vendors where I've wasted money, right? This was not the case with Hireline. I would say that y'all's commitment to ensuring a smooth process is really unparalleled. I mean, the amount of time you spent with my team and making sure that these candidates are taken care of, and especially since they're more passive, has been instrumental.
Yeah.
We have two partners right now that are working with Hireline. You meet with them bi-weekly, which is great. To kind of just review where we're at and, identify inefficiencies in the process. But I think from the inception to now, it's just only gotten exponentially better. I mean, we've, the meetings have been super, super helpful to kind of iron out those details. And I think we got a pretty smooth process cooking right now. Everybody exists on social media, right? I think that's kind of obvious. I don't know anybody who doesn't have a Snapchat or an Instagram or whatever, right? So yeah, there are definitely candidates out there. As mentioned, they're a little bit more passive, but that's not to say they're not looking for work. I think you kind of have to have maybe a more of like an agency style recruitment mindset about it because of how the level of engagement with the candidate. But to answer your question succinctly, yes, there are candidates out there on social media. And I look at it differently now too. When I'm scrolling through Instagram when I got a little bit of time and I see an ad, I'm like, hey, this could have been a hire line ad. Who knows? I could be getting targeted right now. So it's interesting to see and definitely it's pretty new, right? Like social media and social media recruitment. This is you guys are really kind of on the what I feel is the forefront of that. I know it's been around for a bit. Yeah, social media has been around for a bit, but it ain't going anywhere. So I think any way you can get in front of people who are probably not busy if they're scrolling Instagram, that's even better. Yeah, I think there was only one or two candidates that we already had in our ATS and our systems here, and honestly, they applied once. I don't know the exact story. They either weren't offered a role or they pulled whatever the case was. But Hireline kind of re-engaging them, kind of relit that fire and got them in the door. So while it wasn't a solely Hireline candidate, it absolutely kind of reignited that that conversation. So I think the overlap is small. The other candidates that we hired, they were in our system. They were brand new to our ATS. So yeah, I mean, they're out there, and there's folks that aren't necessarily applying and, who are just waiting. There are candidates like that, right? Who just wait for their opportunity to come to them and they take those roles. And, you got to reach those people too. I would just say give it a crack. It's not going to hurt you to try it, and if nothing else, like I said at the beginning of this call, you've probably wasted money on other vendors elsewhere. Where it's bit you. I can tell you from experience. Peter's been great to work with. I told him on our last call that a huge reason that I'm excited to continue working with Highline is because of the support I've gotten from him and from Anna. So I can't say enough good things about the support we've gotten. So this has been great. I would absolutely say give it a crack.